Get going. Okay, this is Eben. How you doing? Just going to start off with a quick little intro guide to Guild Wars 2. You can see we have a Chars, Human, Norn, Asura, and Sylvari. Each have their own starting areas that look, feel as you would expect for a race. The Asura and Sylvari are new for this beta weekend. This is beta weekend 3. Release is in about a month. For the benefit of this particular little guide, I am not going to roll on Asura. I'll do that later on this evening. I'm just going to do a human, female, and get straight to the different professions. They don't call them classes, they are calling them professions. So, Elementalist. I'm not going to read all this stuff out to you. You can look it over, it's just at the bottom of the screen there. Warrior, Guardians, Engineers, Mesmer, Thief, Necromancer, and Ranger. So I'm playing Ranger for this because I like playing Rangers. There are quite a lot of options for making your character look bigger, thinner, whatever you want to do with it. I'm not really going to go too far into this. I mean, a midget human or a tall human. And Norn are the giants in the game. They are huge. So, you've got lots of changes, lots of stuff you can mess around with. Personally, for this guide, I am not really gonna go too far. You could spend hours here, and I don't have the time or energy to do that today. But your armor dies. These are the basic sets, and you can change them in-game at any time and re-dye your armor at any time, which is really cool. So, I can go there, green belt buckle or an orange one or whatever. Okay, so the choices at the start here tend not to make too much difference. For Ranger, whichever you pick at the front end here is your first pet that you're gonna play with, but you can tame many pets throughout the game as long as it has the tag juvenile in front of it, and I'll find some of those later for you. Bears are quite possibly the best tanking pet in the game. They have an insane amount of vitality, i.e. hit points, and quite a few of the bears have a healing attack. Not all bears do, but most of them, like a self-heal or a rejuvenate. And within this game, pets, even though they're of the same type, like a bear, there's like polar bear, black bear, brown bear. They each have like a standard attack that's the same all around, but they also have a different attack. So a polar bear and a brown bear will have a different primary or special attack, which I think is pretty cool. The rest of these choices don't really make too much difference. They're all related to your personal story, and they don't actually give you any bonuses in game. Other games, you pick a certain class, and it'll give you bonus to strength or intelligence or a special attack or some such. Not here. This is all personal story and background, and it really doesn't make any difference to anything else. So there's Ebb and Shadow, a quick and easy thank you very much. So we go into the game. You get this introduction to the human race, once for ulterior, yada yada yada. Again, don't care. That is really not what I'm here for. So this is it. This is the game screen. Pretty standard stuff. Let me say here, you got your bar for your progress, minimap, which you can actually resize if it's too big, or etc. etc. You know, you can mess around quite nicely with that. Standard MMO controls, mouse looking around and stuff. So let's go through the top game hints. Hero, which is H, which brings up basically your character panel. And let's go through this. You got an instant toggle between town clothes. Look at that, looking sexy. And my armor set. Die mode. Now you can do this anytime in game, and throughout the game you'll get die packs that will add to this for your character. So at any time you can just say, okay, I prefer to have blue in there, and in there, and winter sky there, and there, and then T jeans. So as you can see, very easy to dye, customize to anything you want. You can reverse it back. So it's nice and easy. Standard kind of character stats. Nothing serious there. We start off with a hatchet, which is kind of odd, to be honest, for a ranger, but bear with it and just go with it. It's done an insane amount of pop-ups to help me here. Skills and traits. Basically what type of ranger you're going to be. These get unlocked as we level. Same with the skills, healing skills, utilities and elites. You need to have 5 points in that tier to get to the next tier, and then to the next tier. And then weapon skills. Once we find different weapons, we can start unlocking different skills. The more you use a weapon, the more that skill will unlock. As you can see, I've not unlocked my next one, which is Split Blade or the Winter's Bite. I need to actually go out, use it, kill things to do that. My story. That's my personal quest. The green here is personal quests and storylines. Every other quest, dynamic event in the game comes up here and it'll be orange. I haven't learned any crafting, and I shouldn't have any achievements because I've only just started. So that's your basic character sheet, right? That's H. Inventory, I have a starter backpack, and that's it. You start with 5 slots. You can buy more slots through the gem store. The panel is customizable and compact. You can deposit collectibles, which I'll go into a bit later as well. Show, hide bags, etc, etc, right? So you can open up your bag, hide the bag. Show and hide bags basically either have separate bags for your inventory, or hide all the bags and just have one big block of inventory. Depends how you like to play and how you like to do stuff. So there you go. That's your inventory. Contacts list. Who do I know? You know, people in game. This is from last beta. They didn't clear that out, thankfully. Mail. Mail is a little bit different in this particular game, where there's no mailboxes. You send mail at any time through the game system, anywhere. It doesn't matter. And rewards for doing dynamic events and stuff like that will also come and arrive in the mail, as well as gem store stuff, and that all happens through the mail system, which is pretty neat. The trading company is basically the online auction house and store. The trading post and all that, which doesn't look like they've got that up and running yet. So we'll go back and look at that later on. I mean, the servers have only been up a few minutes, so I'm not in a guild as yet for this tune. I should, but I'll do that later. Game menu, pretty standard stuff. Set it up to your heart's content. Looks like I've got everything set up on high, which is nice. File a bug report. So, and last but not least is your map. Now you can scroll in and out on the map. Scroll all the way out to see the world, and then you can move around. You scroll in certain points. Now you'll see here tasks, waypoints, points of interest, skill challenges, and vistas, which was added in this particular beta. This is the tutorial area, the starter zone if you like. So this is basically showing you the entire world. There are 300 dynamic events, or hearts. We'll go into those. Waypoints, which are scattered throughout, and you basically, they're the instant travel. They cost X gold or copper to travel between the two waypoints, and depending on how the distance between those two waypoints is the amount it's going to cost you to travel. Points of interest, just nice little looking places, and go find them, and that'll open up more map. Skill challenges. You get skill points for leveling, and you also get 187 skill point challenges. You need skill points obviously to unlock skills, and I think it takes 170 skill points to unlock all of your skills. So you don't have to do all the skill challenges, but later on in the game you can craft stuff using the forge, and it will use skill points to do some transmutes and stuff. I haven't gone into that too much myself, so I'm not going to go over that. And vistas, new to this one, I haven't even done them yet myself, so yeah, I'm not going to go into those because I haven't got a clue. So let's go back. Standard movement. There's no kill stealing in this game. If you help somebody kill things, you get the experience points, they get the experience points. You can loot stuff, they can loot stuff. You know, it's really nice, really friendly. It helps with play. You don't have to worry about that bastard just took my kill and, you know, it screwed me up. It hasn't. It doesn't. It's all good. So let's just go on and keep killing stuff. You see I just unlocked a new skill. So let's go and get that guy. And you don't have to target the person to attack, it'll automatically just start wailing in on the nearest thing to hit. You know, half the time I had somebody else targeted at that point, but it still kept killing where I was facing. So let's just keep mooching around. See if I can't get another skill open up. Well, it's going to take a while. So, alright, let's go through this starter zone pretty quick. Talk to this guy. You'll see that there's a big kind of icon over the guy's head, and the interact key, the loot key, is pretty much just F. Alright, so you need to talk to somebody, it's F. When you want to loot something, it's F. It's all pretty straightforward and easy. I think I'll make sure I think there's some loot options. Auto loot, there we go. Make sure that's on. And we'll head off to our next little area and get through this tutorial as quickly as I can. It's pretty boring. Blah blah blah, talk to the sergeant, greet sergeant, so F. Yes, great, goodbye, talk to sergeant. Oh, he's over there. So we have dialogue. Hey, Sergeant, yes, nice to meet you. You can either kind of watch it, click next through the thing, or you just skip to the end. I've gone through these a few times. I am not going to sit here again and listen to dialogue that I know about. You should, by all means, get immersed into the game and go for it, but yeah. Now you'll start to see some events happening. Defend the gate. Dynamic event, I got this just because I am close enough to where it's happening to do it. Something else to remember in this game, there are no tanks and there are no healers. Everyone has a tanking type ability, everyone has a healing type ability or support, and everyone can DPS, and everyone can DPS either at range or at melee, depending on how they've set up. So, let's kill them. So it all depends how you skill up your characters. Depends on what it's going to do. If it's going to be more healer intensive, then you'll build for that. Oh, we just got an event. Yeah, I don't care about that either. So for participating in the event, I got some experience, karma, and money. Isn't that great? Thank you. So the more you participate, the more rewards you get. If you just killed a couple of things, you'd have got a bronze, a bit more silver, and then obviously gold. These starting events are just here to get you into the game. Nothing very impressive. If you are being attacked, there's dodge. You got double tap or V to dodge and evade attacks. So yeah, you might not be a tank, but sometimes you will be tanking stuff and taking some hits. At that point, you dodge out of the way. You dodge an attack and haha, lo and behold, you don't get hit, you don't take damage. So, you know, that's the way it works. It's pretty straightforward and easy. Even with these tutorial things, search everything, loot it all, you're going to need money. I've unlocked number 3, Winter's Bite. So we'll just keep ploughing into these guys. You'll see the progress coming up here. So once that's full, we've completed that particular event, and it'll move on to another one. Hoping I'll get enough. You can just keep pressing F after you've got auto loot on. Oh, I just got smacked in the head. So I'll run after him, and this will start off the end event in this particular little tutorial zone. And there it is. Hurrah! Each of the different races has their own little starting event. This is obviously the human one. The idea here is to kill the hands. And you got these earth elementalists. You might be lucky and not get into a down state during this, if you're very lucky. The idea is, though, that you should get into a down state, so it shows you what it means and what it does. You just saw I helped heal that person up. I guess I should explain more what a down state is. Before you're actually fully dead, there's downed, which you can fight to stay alive. See, that person's down and they're trying to fight to stay alive, so you press F to help revive them. And while you're doing that, the healing, you're not fighting, but you do get experience points for helping people stay alive. So you get experience for doing that. You get experience for pretty much anything in this game, which is pretty cool. Let me just kill this hand. End this event, and there we go, the event's ended. I will get into a down state more than likely at some point through this little tutorial. Have no fear, it's going to happen. So there we go, that's that ended, and I'm just going to skip to the end. How did you rate it? Yes, it was absolutely fabulous. Now I can select a reward. I can select a hatchet, I can select an offhand, which I'm going to do, plus I get a baggie and some bits. So that's all gone into my thing. So if I bring up I and bring up my character sheet, sorry, it will tell me I have a warhorn. Now I can equip that in my offhand. And as I've done that, it now has new skills. Pardon me. So I can go away now and do that, and I can equip my bag. I don't want to destroy it, I want to equip it, you silly thing. There it is, leather bag. So if we go back to here, hide and show bags. Yep, lovely. So now I've got to talk to the watchman, Rebecca. Who is probably out here somewhere. Here I am. Now they're going to go over these hearts with you. You see there's the world completion up in the corner here, and now Queensdale completion, which is just for this particular area. So you're just going to keep going through these things. You want to go through and do renown hearts. Good stuff, good exp, good karma. Blah blah waypoints. Okay, he's boring me now. So far we're still doing our personal quest line. Let's just scroll out back in a bit. There we go. So you can see there is a scout. Pretty much like that guy we just talked to, it'll show you different places of interest. Vistas, more scouts, skill points, waypoints. What I'm going to do now is what I won't do in live, is actually go through this little story area a bit more. Normally I'd head into town and discover all the waypoints, points of interest and vistas in town, because I just want to sell my hooves. That way you get a pretty good head start on the leveling curve. You can get 5 or 6 levels just out of discovering waypoints and that kind of thing. So I would normally do that prior to coming out doing any leveling or any of that sort of thing. But for the point of this guide, I won't right now. But what I am trying to do is find a non-food merchant. I might actually have to head into town for that. Oh, no. Let's have a quick look at these guys. Trading post, and repairs. I don't want any of those. I actually wanted to pick up trading post merchant. Buy supplies, sell items. Yeah, might have to be in that one there. Some materials that I can actually do some gathering with and show you some gathering. Here we go. So you need mining picks to mine. How obvious is that? Bugger, I've got too many. And logging axe to log. Oh well. I'll have to deal with it. I overclicked. So you need to buy those, and then once you've bought them, you actually need to equip them into your character pane. They don't take up any actual bag slots. They just take up their own slot here, and they've got a durability rating, 100 on the axe and the pick. And the sickle, if I was clever enough not to burn my cash, would have had 50. So now I've got those wonderful things, I can go out in the world and gather. You don't need to learn a gathering skill. You just have them. And you'll see on the mini map, once I get past this silly big green arrow and to this waypoint, see on the map right there is something I can hit because I've got an axe equipped. Gathering logs, getting exp for gathering logs. So even though you might not be a crafter in this game, it's a good idea to get your stuff equipped and go out, and just as you're doing stuff, you'll come across all this gathering. Just go out and gather stuff. So now I'm at this renown heart. It's flashed up here, and it'll also flash up on your mini map. So what do we got to do? We got to do some stuff around here. It's actually these crawfish. So we'll kill some of these guys. Hey, I helped. Hey, I got a precise bow. That's awesome because I am a ranged character, obviously, and I have no idea where I'm going, but hey, that's never stopped me in the past. So we just have to keep killing and drilling until we fill up our little bar. If we come over here, we can kill the big guys, break the eggs, that'll help as well. So he's coming to attack me, I've got aggro, so I'm just going to keep dodging out of the way. As long as I keep dodging, they can't keep hurting me. But your bar will go down, so you can only do so much dodging. Break the eggs, get some stuff. It's all very good. So I'll go over here, hit him up with a 3. Gives him a weakness. Gives him a bleed. My bear's bleeding him. So, and carry on ad nauseum, basically. Another thing is you can cast and move. You don't have to be stationary for a lot of stuff. If it's an instant. So there we are. So that's where I was saying you need to check your mail. And that's where you're going to get monies. Take all. Thank you. Good job. Well done. I'm such a hero. Now I've completed that renowned heart. Oh, let's go and help this guy out. Kill that. It's solid, so you can only do renowned hearts once, but what it does, it turns into a vendor. I'd actually like to browse your wares. You'll see now I've got some karma, which I got as a reward. You can buy crude salvaging kits, which I will buy once I get some more stuff. Eggs. But you can also sell stuff. So I need to sell my fin. And that's it right now. If it's blue, you want to pretty much keep it. And then the rest of this stuff just look at and see if you can equip it or not. Now we'll go over one of the crafting elements of the game here. Logs and all that sort of stuff has an option where you can deposit to your collectible. This is a part of your bank that stores all crafting materials, so you don't have to keep them in your bags. They're not going to disappear on you. They're not going to suddenly go away and not be ever available. They'll be available once you go back to town and hit up a bank. We'll do that in a bit. And you can deposit them, just deposit them into your collectibles and it'll free up some space. I was keeping the tiny supply bags. You can double click and open those, so they'll go to leather, so we can deposit leather and cloth. So once we actually pick a profession, then we can start using the materials. You can actually level to 80 in the game, which is max level, purely by crafting. I would imagine that's going to take some time and money to do, but you can do it. So let's just, there's a, on the map, you'll see another node. That's a mining node. So we can come up here and mine it. There it is. So we'll just gather off of that. And you'll see we'll get exp for gathering. I'm not sure if I explained it earlier, but nodes are pretty much the same as kills and everything else. They're shared with the rest of the world, so there's no stealing of nodes. You just go up to it, you farm it, and it's there. The next person can come up and farm it for them, so don't have to worry about that, which is a very nice feature. So let's just kill that for giggles and head on. Gonna show you here by the look of things. I can see here is a point of, a vista, something they've added. So let's go up here and see what vista is. How do we get to it? Oh God almighty. Okay, so we'll have to go up to here perhaps. Obviously I got too close to that fella. I am not entirely certain how you'd get up. Oh, yeah, I'll go up this way. Oof, I've unlocked my birds. I'll show you that. That's a pretty neat attack. Calls down birds to attack my foes. So if we do 4, see them coming in, they're swooping in, they're doing a juke. And we'll just stand here and kill this. Head up here. Awesome jumping puzzles. Oh my gosh, how do I hate the jumping puzzles. It's because I suck badly at jumping puzzles. So we've got a vista. And oh, very nice. Gives us a cutscene and cinematic of the little area that we're in. Cool. Okay, I'm bored with that. So so let's head back out, and I'm not going to finish this renown heart. Oh, dynamic event just happened. Drive away the harpies. So we just need to start killing harpies. As you can see, my bear is holding aggro now, so the axe is pretty cool because it will hit multiple targets. Unfortunately, I've just aggroed all 3 of those, So I'm about to die if I'm not careful, so I'll hit my heal up. Thank you very much. If I don't get much help here, I'm going to snuff it. Oh well. But hey, gives me a chance to show you the downed state. Unless I get exceptionally lucky. Oh my gosh, really? I got exceptionally lucky. How on earth did I get that lucky? Who knows? Alright, let's heal up. Number 6 does me and my fella, so we'll just keep going. Sorry, I was going to show you the down state, but I got too much help. And you'll also notice that I'm still getting help and assistance in the heart, even by doing the dynamic event. There we go. So, yep, boom, completed. Thank you very much. So once you're in an area where there's a renowned heart, it's always good to just hang out for a little bit, kill some stuff, have a little explore, because dynamic events usually happen around these renowned hearts. I performed a combo, i.e. somebody laid down some fire, I shot through it with my axes, and that pretty much gave it a bonus to the damage. So when things are out of range, they'll come up on the here as red. So I've targeted it. If I move out of the way, it'll become red. Now I've earned Call of the Wild, which is pretty much what I wanted for my Warhorn. It's a speed buff, run speed boost, swiftness, fury, and might. So it's an all-round awesome buff. So let me just hit that up. And not only does it affect me, but it affects everybody around me. So all my players that are around here killing this stuff with me, they'll get that buff too. So it's still going. So that's a pretty awesome buff that you pretty much want up all the time. So almost finished with this event. These dynamic events, what happens is there's usually a set of them. Not always, but you know, quite often there'll be a set. So again, hang around for a few minutes while you're doing stuff. And you'll might be surprised at what you find. I'm sure I got some new stuff. Got a new sword, and I've got myself a longbow. At present, I haven't got that unlocked. It's at level 7, where I can equip 2 different sets of weapons and flip between them. So at the moment, I'm just going to have to change that to my sword and learn swords. Now you'll see that changed, and those are now locked. So I need to unlock those at some point. Earn more experience points, more karma points, and some gold, which is very nice. Now I'm looking over here, because over here there were some juvenile river drakes. There's one there. So I can go down and I can charm it. So now I have a river drake. Got a bear and a drake. And I can swap between those in combat as well as out of combat. So if one is starting to die and I don't have a heal available, I can swap him out and use him, which is pretty neat. Something else while we're here at water, let's dive underneath and show you. There is no breath bar. Don't worry about it, you're not going to drown. There is no drowning in this game. But what you do have is yet another set of weapons. So you need to learn to fight underwater to unlock those. So let me just... Oh, I can't kill him, it's green. Up. So, alright. Let's open up my map. And let's go back to that waypoint. So you just click on it and click yes. So that's going to load you back to that waypoint. So that's your quick travel. So obviously it's best to find all the waypoints that you possibly can in a zone. It is seriously going to help you out. So now I'm back here, I'm back to the inn. What I'm going to do is come back here, there you go. Going to buy myself a sickle and a salvage kit. Let me just deposit all collectibles. So for armor and weapons, you don't necessarily have to sell them for gold or copper in this instance. What you can do is use a salvage kit on them. Yeah, it'll highlight, you can salvage it. I got a bit of wood. Salvage the gloves. Got a bit of jute. I'm not going to salvage that because I want to use it. And you can't salvage the starter dull hatchet, obviously. So you best to keep a couple of salvage kits on you at all times. So that way when you're out and about in the world, you don't have to drop stuff on the ground or sell it. You can just push it back to its component parts, and from there deposit all your collectibles, and it'll put them in the bank. So let me just get rid of... Hell, I can't even sell that silly hatchet. So no, I don't want to sell that. Let's get rid of the stones, the talons, and leave it at that point. What I'm going to do now is I'm done pretty much with the combat basics. There's a lot more to it, but that's pretty much the easy basics of it. What I'm going to do now is go into town real quick and just show you where the crafting station is for the humans at least, and I think we'll call it good at that point. there are some very good newbie crafting YouTubes already done. So I am seriously not going to do them again. I will get links for those. Okay, so again, big map, and here we have two levels. There's an upper level, and then there's a surface level. Again, lots of points of interest, lots of waypoints. You can see here on the left hand side how many there are of each, and I really do suggest you go find them. Go find them all. Spend a couple of hours just going through every single starter town, finding all the waypoints and points of interest. Very beneficial, guarantee it. So we'll just head down here, head up here. Because the banks, I believe, are up here. So we'll show you the bank. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So, there's the point of interest. There's the merchants, and here are the banks. Your banks are your kind of little bag in a gold circle. So let's just talk to a banker. And there it is, there's the bank. And that is shared between all of your characters on your account. There's no mailing stuff to other accounts, etc. etc. It just, everything gets dumped in one big huge storage area. And if you click over on the other side, this is where your collectibles hang out. So, as you can see, there is a lot of cooking stuff. Look at that. Mini pets, gems, jewels, totems. So they don't take up any of your own personal bank space. They take up their own bank space. So again, if you like to hoard your crafting materials, damn, this is the place to do it. So that's the banks, and that's where you pick up your materials. If you have a look on the map here, you'll find that there's a jeweler station, artificer station, and it's on the surface level because that's where the thing is. So we'll come out and do a quick run round and down, and I'll show you where or what they look like. Oh, not from going in here, you won't. Paint. That's into the royal chambers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down and run round. I think. Don't think I can jump down here without dying. Oh my word! Return to a waypoint. No, let's return to that waypoint. Well, that was pretty fail. Oh well. And as you can see, I've taken a down penalty for being stupid. For each point of penalty you're down, you start with less health the next time. But it's only there for a short time. So as long as you're not excessively stupid every single time, like I am, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, I should be using my number 5 here to move around a bit more quickly. Let's just head round here to this waypoint and we'll show you some crafting stations. Okay. So here's the armor smithing station. Apprentice shopkeeper, and there's the armor smith. Talk to the guy. I'll just, yes, please teach me how to do this. I have some questions. Not really. And then once you have the skill, you can come over, use the table, and oh wow, they've added that in this beta. Oh, that is seriously sweet. I'm excited because you used to have to run up to the bank to get your crafting material. Now they've obviously given you the chance or choice of not having to do that and just have it here. That is awesome. I like it. So that's the production page where you make stuff, discovery page where you discover stuff. Not going into crafting detail. That is for other videos. Just be aware now you don't have to go to your bank to pick them up. They're already here. Yep, already here. Awesome. So I think we'll leave it there for now. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sure it was a bit of a lengthy video. And if I've missed anything, I'm sorry, but it is just a sort of a basic guide. Good luck, have fun, and I'm sure you shall enjoy yourselves. Catch you next time. Bye.